If you're hesitant about taking transit during the pandemic, you're not alone. More and more people are opting to bike or drive, but that's not sustainable, especially in a city like Toronto. So tonight, we're examining how much risk is actually involved and how best to protect yourself. The TTC's ridership dropped a stunning 85% when the pandemic hit. Torontonians entirely avoiding transit, and the empty vehicles actually made it easy to physically distance. But with more businesses opening their doors, more people are crowding onto streetcars, buses, and subways.
This is my first time after the lockdown. A little bit scared, so that's why I'm fully, protected myself.
Too many people. I used to have the train for myself 4 weeks ago.
A fellow sat in front of me. He says, "I don't care." And he was eating something, drinking something.
Already, the TTC is seeing bus ridership back up to 40%.
Physical distancing is not going to be possible all the time on the TTC.
So beginning Thursday, the TTC is taking additional steps, starting all-door boarding and putting extra service out on routes where they're seeing crowding.
So we are addressing individual routes where there's a lot of ridership with extra vehicles.
The biggest change, they're making face coverings mandatory, a strategy being met with mixed opinions.
I usually don't like things to be imposed in general on people.
But infectious disease experts say it is of critical importance. An estimated 60% of TTC riders already wear masks, but that's not enough.
The majority of people I did observe were not wearing masks, and that's concerning, particularly because subway cars and streetcars are air conditioned, which is something that actually makes the airspace a bit more dangerous.
So if someone were to ask you, is it safe for me to get on the TTC right now? What would you say to them?
My answer is yes, if it's not crowded. If it's crowded, then the answer becomes no.
GO Transit ridership was also down 90% during the pandemic.
There is this notion that it's a super spreader.
But there is no evidence here or around the world that there have been any links between outbreaks and riding public transit.
Mostly because we don't talk to each other, we don't exchange food, we don't feed each other, we don't, we're pretty insulated in the trains.
While masks are not mandatory on GO, Metrolinx has started a campaign to actively encourage people to wear them. On top of special cleaning procedures and additional hand sanitizing stations, they're also trying out a new pilot project, placing plexiglass barriers between seats on buses and trains in the coming weeks.
We really do need to do some hard work to convince them that it's safe.
The TTC is emphasizing they're not going to strictly enforce masks, understanding that some people can't wear them due to health conditions, but they are hoping those who can will, as there is ample evidence that it not only protects others, but it also saves lives. For City News, I'm Yazdani.